Hey, Region, how you doing? This is Rich Diambala. I'm here with an old friend of mine, Joseph McCarthy.
Thank you, Rich.
Known Joe since Senior McDermott. Back in the days, back in our heyday in the 80s,
Yep.
when Joe, I don't even think he was married. He was rehabbing houses. He didn't even have a full-time job. You were just kind of an entrepreneur at the time.
Rehabbing houses, bartending, used to be the old Party Tap. It's a Hispanic restaurant now out in Lansing.
Just a little rehab with Joe. Joe and I have a lot of similarities. We both kind of came up through the trailer courts.
Yep.
My dad had a little business, and Joe was always out there working, and I met him through Tom Sr. Never forgot the guy. Lost track of you, though. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, well, you were a busy guy. You were handling the campaign, and I just came on, so.
And I'll tell you what, Joe, you were always a worker, though. Never had a hard time finding Joe, and if we had to find someone to go, do a specific job, or even from putting up signs to handing out leaflets to walking, you were always available.
In the rain, windy, not a sunshine soldier, a military background, so meeting people, being in situations, and I've met some great people, and we also have God's chosen children that live in our city.
4 years in the military, Joseph.
Yes, sir.
And you had an MOS of 11 Bravo.
Well, we're all 11 Bravo when we sign up.
Yeah, but we're not 11 Bravo when we get out, pal. 11 Bravo. Right. I think all of you veterans out there should really commend this gentleman. 4 years as an 11 Bravo.
Yes,
God bless
sir.
you. Thanks for
Yes,
serving.
Sir. Well, thank you. I was in the combat support outfit, so that's what we did. A lot of walking. The only mobile part of it was
you were a ground pounder, yeah.
Absolutely. Infantry.
So you got out of the service. First of all, you went to Hammond Tech High School.
Yes, sir. Yes,
oh,
sir.
Boy. Remember Bootsy White?
I went to quite a few games, and Hammond Tech was one of those, just like the Cubs, the heartbreak kids.
Yeah,
they'd win some, lose some, but they were on a roll there for a while.
And Barry Ollis was the coach?
Oh, I remember Coach.
Tech Tigers, right?
Tech Tigers, yes, sir. Coach was great. He was a great guy.
Yeah, a lifetime Hammond resident. No, not really a lifetime Hammond resident. Came from South Chicago, didn't you?
Yes. 82nd and Commercial area.
I got a good idea where that is.
Yeah, my stepfather owned Heine Shrimp House. I don't know if people remember that. That's
Heine
an old name.
Shrimp House. That definitely sounds familiar.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think of Homer's, though. Maybe that's where I'm
Homer used to work for my dad. And he opened up his own place, and it was still Heine's, the recipe and the formulas. So, going way back. I joined the service in 73, going into 73.
That's when I was college then. So you're out and about,
right.
We were going to school. I just want to tell people, there's a lot of people that I met through the years, and Joe and I have remained friends. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
You've done a lot. You've accomplished a lot.
My mother did a good job.
And you know what? You did it as a Republican in the region. I think that's even more impressive. But, I want to stress to people about this designation of Democrat and Republican, and what a hypocrisy when it comes to local politics. I think it is.
Absolutely.
Okay? For the fact that you have nothing to do with national defense. You're in Hammond, Indiana. You have nothing to do with the national budget.
Right.
You're in Hammond, Indiana.
Right.
But yet you are going to probably be you're on the coattails of the party to some degree. But yet you've been your own man through all of this. You've stayed in Hammond. You've helped the Republican Party, and you've gotten along with everybody.
That last part is the key part. I get along with people. When I talk to people and we go through once we get past I'm a Democrat, you're a Republican thing, we start just talking about life, and we talk about expectations. We talk about why we're spending money here, why aren't we doing this, what's wrong with working with the working man, and what's wrong with just working with businesses so that they in turn work with the working man.
I got my daughter's dog in here, Lola, and usually she just sits down, but I think she must think Buster's still around. So
I smell my dog.
And I apologize, but I didn't want to leave her at home. The other dog's a little sick, so I brought her with me. But, getting back to Joe, you get along with everybody.
Try to.
Well, you have. I mean, I've never heard anything about, anything derogatory about Joe. But you know what? You're very intelligent, too. I've sat with you. I've discussed things. And you're just I'm very impressed at how much you've grown up and how what you've matured into from where you were when I first met you as an individual with a lot of ambition, but you actually focused. Right. And now, how long have you worked with the city of Hammond?
City of Hammond? a little over 24 years.
Whoa.
24 years. I started out reading water meters, then maintenance over at the Housing Authority, then working with the sanitary district. Currently, I'm an operator at the main receiving station, which can be very intense, especially when it rains. And going back to the floods of 2000, where a lot of the city was just, well, it goes full circle in the conversation we'll probably have, but nobody realized the importance of the sanitary district until that particular moment when they needed all those stations running and humming.
And you got to get that water moving, man.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to get it out of where it is. You know, it's piling up.
Oh, yeah, a lot more to it than just water going down a drain.
So you you worked your way all the way up then, from reading a meter to being in charge of that whole.
Yep.
Your responsibility is what now?
I'm an operator at the main receiving station. I monitor the computers. I make adjustments, work orders. It's a lot of different things that you do at any particular time. There's no set pattern. The only thing that I don't like about my job is I've worked shift work, a week of each, for the last 15 years.
Doesn't seem like you've complained about it, Joe.
Well, it's a job.
That's
and
right.
I have two kids. One I put through college. The other one went through college, or is going through college bound. So, I mean, it was a huge, that was the one thing in life that me and wife agree on. You want to break the cycle. You want to make it better for your next kid growing up.
Without giving the farm away.
Well, of course.
You want to make sure that they
right,
work.
Right,
you don't just want them to step in and all of a sudden here you are. You know, I present you with all of this, because then they're irresponsible.
My mother, well, God bless her, she raised us, and single mother.
How many children in your family?
Two.
Oh, you and your
my son Joe.
No, with your brothers and sisters,
my
your
extended
siblings.
family.
Yeah.
6.
Wow,
Yeah.
Mom raised 6 children by herself.
Yeah.
Holy cow, that's a task, at hand. Now, are your brothers and sisters, do they still live in the region, or are they?
Well, my 3 of them do. 2 of them live outside of the region, and 4. I'm sorry, 4 of them do, and 2 of them live outside in Munster, Highland area.
Oh, so basically,
within the region,
within
area,
the region,
sure,
and everything.
And 2 of them are Boilermakers. So we have very interesting arguments and discussions, and they're good kids. And
that's cool. Well, obviously you set a great example for them.
There'd be a lot of people that would say, Rich, you're way off base on this one.
Well, Joe, I'll tell you what. I think I've known you longer than most of the people have, and I guess I could say that.
Yeah.
Joseph, why in the heck do you want to run for
Councilman
at large in the city of Hammond? What do you have to offer besides all your extended knowledge and living here and everything like that? I mean, you're a Republican, man.
Right.
What are you going to do? What are you going to change? The city's $160 million in debt. What are you going to do?
Well, I was on the council before, 93, 95.
Correct. So we've got some experience there.
Right. And when I say things are static, in the early 80s, they were very static. Crumbling streets, infrastructures. You couldn't entice somebody to bring a business into Hammond if you paid them, because there was just no environment to succeed at all. What McDermott Sr. did at that time was Project Pride was not just cleaning up the yards, but also extending businesses to come here, that we will work with you. And he partnered up with state, county, and did something that was way out of the box at that time, was the vision of the Hammond Marina. And at that time, we built this thing, and we were on the cusp of almost going into bankruptcy, and then Riverboat Gaming became part of the equation, and it was passed, leading that up to, as far as what I can do to bring economic development back into the city and how to tackle this budget shortfall, is that gaming dollars were put back into the city through infrastructure improvements. And also, we were able to clear lands for developers to come in here where they didn't have to do that. And that's a huge cost to a developers to come in here and take out an environmental hazard and put in their own infrastructure and then start trying to make money. The City of Hammond would do that for them. It's a great incentive for them to come into the city and start producing a product. And once they start producing a product, they're employing Hammond residents, and you increase your tax base, you solidify your tax base, and then you're able to grow and grow out and attract others. It's not a secret formula, but you have to have that in place. And Hammond is such an older city that we have to do a lot more just to get on the drawing board so that we can start enticing people to come into the city of Hammond.